thin and crunchy deep fried cookies that are simple to make and perfect to share with family and friends. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my kitchen where I like to share all my favorite island and Hawaiian style recipes. And today we'll be making Chinese pretzels. Now, this treat has a different name all over the world. You can call them Swedish rosettes, Mexican buñuelos, or Chinese pretzels like we call them here in Hawaii. Super simple. And first we're gonna add the cooking oil of choice to a wok or a pan or a pot, whatever you got, set over medium-high heat. And you're gonna wanna heat that up to 375 degrees. And then you're gonna take, these are called rosette irons, and you can find these on Amazon, and this is what helps shape it. So star shape, heart shape is the classic, but they have all kinds of different shapes for holidays and things like that. So you're gonna set that into the oil as well while you heat the oil up. You'll wanna make sure that your iron is completely submerged in the oil so that it heats up, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So that'll heat up to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and while that goes, we'll go ahead and make the batter. All right, first we're gonna go ahead and put some eggs in. Let me rinse off my hands real quick. And then into the eggs, we're gonna add some granulated sugar. You can use your sugar replacement of choice if you'd like, and some salt. And then we're gonna whisk this until everything is well combined. And once that is well combined, then we can go ahead and sift the flour in. So you're gonna pour it into a sifter like this, and all you have to do is tap the side to get the flour to come through. This helps get rid of some of the lumps. As a kid growing up, this was one of my favorite treats. I loved getting it, and it would come in a bag with a bunch of different ones and different shapes and things, and I could eat a few of them in a sitting. And now I make them at home with my kids. They're really fun. And you see where the big piece is left, you can kind of just push that through with your hands. And then you want to mix this. Now this helps get out those extra lumps. And you'll just continue stirring until you get most of the flour mixed in like this. It'll be really lumpy at this point, but the milk will really thin it out. It'll be thinner than pancake batter. So you add a little bit of the milk, then we can mix that. And what we're trying to do is slowly get it to thin out so we don't have too many lumps. But you also don't want to over mix it because then it'll be too thick and too much gluten will develop. And then we can add the rest of the milk. And you see how it's starting to get really thin. That's what we want. It's thinner than pancake, thinner than cake. It's almost a pouring consistency. And then lastly, we'll go ahead and add the vanilla. So just mix it so there's no more lumps. It'll be thin like that. And then we'll add vanilla. If you want to make homemade vanilla, I've got a recipe for you, and you can click the link up here or in the description. Vanilla just always smells so yummy. And all you want to do is mix that until it's combined. And this is the perfect consistency, really thin. Now, in the bowl like this, it's a little difficult to dip the iron in. It's better to use like a flat, more shallow dish. So you can use a cake pan, and what I'm using is one of these 8x8 cake pans. And then we're gonna pour the batter into the pan. And I'll just put this on the side and be right back. All right, now that the oil is up to 375 degrees, we're gonna take the rosette iron and you're gonna shake off the excess oil. We don't want that oil to go in the batter because that'll change the consistency. So shake off the excess, and then all you're gonna do is dab it onto a paper towel like this, and then you're gonna go into the batter. Now, the trick is not to let the batter go up and all the way over. You're gonna go about maybe 3/4 of the way up like this. And then, as you can see, the batter sticks and it'll go straight back into the oil like this. And once it starts cooking, it'll kind of expand a little, and when it expands, it'll release off of the iron. Sometimes you have to kind of shake it a little to help it. And if it doesn't come off and you're having a little bit of a, well, never mind, that one came right off. I'll show you on the next one what you can do. Normally we would leave the iron in the oil while the other one is cooking, but because this pan is a little bit smaller, I'm just gonna take it out. And all you need is a minute or two on each side. Now, some people like to add powdered sugar over the top, cinnamon sugar. You can do like chocolate drizzle over it or like a vanilla drizzle. But me, I like them plain, just like this. They're really yummy. So they are very thin, so you want to be careful when you flip them. When they're golden brown, you can go ahead and flip it only a minute or two on each side. And then when it's done, you'll bring them out, you'll put them into the paper towel and let it soak up the excess oil. And I'll show you something after. I think we could probably put another one in while these ones are going. We don't have to wait. So you just heat the iron up a little bit like that. Or you know what? I'll take those out while we make the next batch. So you just let the iron sit in there for a little, and then you can take these guys out. And you'll just put them on a paper towel. And then we'll make the next round. I'll show you again. So iron into the oil, shake off the excess, dab it off on a paper towel into the batter. You could even go one more coat. That'll get it a little bit thicker. You can put a couple of coats like that. Back into the oil. So like I was saying earlier, if you can't get them off, normally just kind of shaking it like that does, you can use the tongs and kind of just use the tongs to help push them off. But these ones are coming off really easy, so that's good. Then we'll take this out and we'll just let it go until golden brown, a couple of minutes on each side. Okay, now once these are done, we'll go ahead and take them out and put them on the paper towel to drain the excess oil. And you can't make all this yummy deliciousness without giving it a try. And that's how you make Chinese pretzels. If you like Hawaii treats and you want to try another recipe, then check out my recipe here. And until next time, ahui ho!
Thank you for watching my mommy's video.